This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Rabbi Daniel Glatstein has been with us before. He's an amazing author. He's an incredible Maggid Shiur. And based on the statistics, he is one of the most popular Maggidei Shiur in the world. It is amazing to see just how many people in so many different countries and on so many different platforms are listening and watching as he delivers Shiurim. And I was made aware yesterday of a very important charity campaign that's going to be happening starting on May the 28th. The reality is it started already. You can give right now, and we'll give you the address. But it's a very important charity campaign, charity.com/MMH, to benefit the Machon Maggid Harakia. Machon Maggid Harakia. What is the Machon Maggid Harakia? What is Rabbi Glatstein's goal? We're going to find out right now. Rabbi Daniel Glatstein, a pleasure and an honor to welcome you back to JMintheAm.
The honor is mine, Rabbi Nachum. Over the years, you've been the voice of so many important causes, so it's an honor to have the opportunity for you to share this cause with the greater public.
I will ask you I appreciate that very much, by the way. I will ask you the most embarrassing question ever. Why is it that you're this popular around the world? What is it? What's the secret sauce? What's the X factor, Rabbi Glatstein? How is it that you made an impact? And you can give us the humble answer. You don't have to give us anything that would embarrass you. You can just tell us the reality of why what you're doing is touching so many hearts.
What could I say? The Jewish soul thirsts for Torah. So when you give them Torah, they respond. When someone's hungry, they want achila. They want to eat. And now more than ever, we live in a society devoid of real meaning, and when you provide a Jew with Torah, they respond.
Yeah.
So
one of the best answers I've ever heard, and I think
it's not a new recipe.
Yeah, and I think you're 100% right. Okay, so many of us are familiar with the fact that you're an amazing author, and we've enjoyed your books, and kudos to Art Scroll and everybody there, and that you're a great Maggid Shiur, and there are a lot of platforms, including TorahAnytime and others, where people can enjoy what you're offering to people around the world. So with that in mind, and with all that in place already, what are we trying to accomplish with Machon Maggid Harakia?
Well, look, the Shiurim have gotten out through various platforms, as you mentioned, but really we need a headquarters, and there are two dimensions to this. It's a kehila, it's full, it's a community shul, and what's unique about this community shul is, and I do feel that Hashem has given us really siyata d'shmaya, because we tried that the home base and the headquarters should operate the principles of Torah. In other words, we phenomenon in our shul.
We're losing reception a drop, Rabbi Glatstein. Maybe it's where you're standing. Just repeat that. Repeat the.
I see. I think what's unique about our Makom Torah and Tefillah is we operate according to all the right guidelines. A very unique phenomenon. We have no talking in our shul. We're careful that during the time of Tefillah, there are no cell phones that are even brought into the Beis HaKnesses. So we try to make it a makom which is conducive for Hashem's Shechina to come. And when HaKadosh Baruch Hu is there, like Hillel would say, Imani kan hakol kan. When God is present, then everything is successful. So that's on the as a home base for the community, for the Five Towns community, for the Cedarhurst community. But through the systems of technology, which is a tool that Hashem has given us in our generation that has been able to disseminate Torah in an unprecedented way. We think about 24,000 students of Rabbi Akiva, and that was an amazing number 1,800 years ago. But today, through technology, as I'm sure many thousand people are listening to your broadcast, we harness that tool to bring Torah to really record numbers. It's, who are we to merit such really siyata d'shmaya? But we have the tool, and if we have it, we have to use it. And really, there are Jews everywhere. It's amazing. There's a particular individual who reached out to me from northeast India, from the Bnei Menashe tribe. He's recently made Aliyah, together with many members of his tribe. And that's just like one isolated incident of a Jew in the far ends of the world who you could reach today through technology.
If data and numbers drives people, especially when they're looking to support a cause, you could safely say that if you reach your goal, Machon Magid Harakia is going to be able to reach even more people. Some may find that hard to believe because they know the numbers that you're already reaching, but I'm assuming that the goal is to include and to reach out and bring in as many people around the world as possible through this project.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very large world, but through technology, it's a very small world. From your own Dalet Amos, you really could connect with and unify all segments of Klal Yisrael. You know, it's amazing. It used to be, if you were Hasidish Rav, so you would influence your Hasidim. If you were Sfardi, but today, you can connect with all segments of the Jewish people, all age brackets, and in all countries. It's really a remarkable gift and an opportunity.
Sometimes we have to be reminded about what unites us. And it's so funny you mentioned it. I listen to words of Torah from people I would never have had access to years ago. And now they represent, quote unquote, other communities or communities that are different than the Ashkenazi community that I come from. And I'm able to enjoy them on a daily basis. It's amazing. And just the fact that you're mentioning it actually opens up my eyes to it, because sometimes you're doing something you don't even realize you're doing it. And I'm sure people are tuning in from around the world to what you're doing, and they just don't understand how significant it is and how remarkable and miraculous it is that it's able to take place during this time. Just incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. And the types of Svarim that people are interested in. I enjoy teaching from the Svarim of the Chida. And it's interesting, this shul, if I may say,
sure,
is going to be named after my grandfather, who is really, I think we may have discussed, he was a legendary individual, was a Holocaust survivor. And after the Holocaust, he was a Polish survivor, but he had learned English before the war. And when he was liberated, the American Army made him the head of the Joint Distribution Community, the religious department.
Right.
And in that capacity, he helped all the survivors rebuild their life. He brought in tefillin, mezuzahs, voice in the DP camps. He built yeshivas for them, and he helped these survivors rebuild their life. And now we try just to take it to the next level and to continue his holy work. He passed away this year at 106 years old.
Wow.
So he had a long, storied rabbinic career, and he touched the lives of Jews of all the entire spectrum of Judaism. And I think his merit is really standing up for us and to allow us to have success in Harbatzas Torah.
What was your grandfather's full name in English, Rabbi?
His name was Rabbi Mordechai Leib Glatstein. Wow. He was a rabbi in Pittsburgh for only 70 years.
Amazing. Absolutely incredible. We're speaking with Rabbi Daniel Glatstein. All right, let's get down to the practical aspect of all this. Go to charity.com. That's with a D, as you know. That's how charity works. CHARIDY.com/MMH. That's Machon Magid Harakia. They have a $1 million goal. It goes until the 31st of May. That means it goes through Rosh Chodesh Sivan. And the reason I say it like that, even though it hasn't officially started, is because you can give right now. You can give right now, even though it hasn't officially started. It really has started for all practical purposes, because you can give right now and help them build the future, their Kehila, and this worldwide incredible vision that Rabbi Glatstein has. More information on his website. You can see what he's doing at rabbidg.com, rabbidg.com. But right now we're focused on the charity campaign, hoping that before Shabbos, and if not, then after Shabbos, everybody out there tosses in a few dollars, whether you become a friend of the Machon or sponsor a week of learning or even become a founder or a master builder, which are bigger numbers, but something that will obviously go a long way in terms of building Machon Magid Harakia. So it's a $1 million campaign. It's a charity campaign. I hope our listeners will respond. Charity.com/MMH, charity.com/MMH. And Rabbi Glatstein, I'm sure you agree, it's never too early to give, even though it hasn't officially started.
We've thought about it, and we've decided that we will accept early donations,
That's very kind of you, even though we're still a chunk of time away from the entire.
No, but it's officially launched Motzei Shabbos.
Right.
But the truth is, it is amazing. I got a WhatsApp message from a friend of mine in Australia, and they have a team paid charity, and they said, we're so honored to do this because we know we get out of Shabbos before anybody else. So we're gonna start the campaign immediately, so that when you guys in America come out of Shabbos, you're gonna get chizuk, because we've already started collecting.
That is great.
So in reality, it has started, All
right. So now I feel even better. I have comrades on my side who are ready all the way from Australia to say, let's get this thing going. All right, everybody, you know the address, charity.com/MMH. Rabbi Glatstein doing amazing work, and you get an opportunity to really help him get to the next level. Charity.com/MMH. Rabbi Glatstein, I take this opportunity to wish you chazak. After all, for us in the diaspora, it's Shabbos chazak. So I'll wish you chazak v'amatz and the best of luck, and I hope the campaign goes really, really well.
Thank you. We feel chizuk, Rav Nachum, because you gave us this opportunity, as always, and continue your great work, and all the best to you and all your listeners.
Thank you so much. I much appreciate that. Rabbi Daniel Glatstein, everybody, wishing him the best of luck with an amazing effort. More coming up. You're listening to a Friday morning Erev Shabbos, Erev Yom Yerushalayim. That's right. Sunday's Yom Yerushalayim.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.